Hi, how are you today? I'm Shobha and this is Curries for Every Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you samosas. Samosas are a very popular snack. It's a filled pastry that that very popular in Indian restaurants. Today I'm going to show you easy cocktail samosas. These are not traditional samosas that you serve in Indian restaurant, but these are easy cocktail. And I'm going to use two different varieties, one veggie and some non-vegetarian. And for that, I'm going to use a store-bought spring roll wrappers. I'm making a filling. I browned some ground beef. The meat choice is yours. You can use beef, turkey, lamb, whatever you like. Here I'm using ground beef. It's a half a pound of ground beef. I browned it. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of garam masala. And that's all the spices we have here. And I'm going to mix it. And this is going to be our non-vegetarian filling. And once we did that, I added some salt to taste. And if you don't like it, you can omit the salt. And I'm going to put it aside to cool. Now I'm doing the vegetarian. I caramelized an onion, a medium-sized onion chopped, along with a little bit of oil, 1 tablespoon of oil, and 1 green chili chopped. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of frozen peas. These I just washed them to get all the frozenness out of them. I'm just going to warm these until these peas get warm. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt to taste them. Just a sprinkle of it. To that, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder. Curry powder is a mixture of turmeric and coriander powder and cumin powder. Now this is all warmed up. And now you preheat my oven to 350. Okay. Now my stoves are off and my filling is getting cooler. Now what I did was I cut my spring roll wrapper into 2 lengthwise pieces. And you need to cover them with a little foil so they won't get dry. And now I'm putting them right here, and I have to make a little paste to adhere these samosas so the filling won't come out. For that, I have 1 tablespoon of flour and a little bit of water. Maybe make it into a thin paste. It doesn't have to be very thick. This is just to keep the edges from frying when you are baking. And set aside. To take your spring roll wrapper and apply the paste all over the sides of all the borders of the spring roll. Make sure you do them real quickly because the spring roll wrappers get dry very fast, and when they are dry they are not going to adhere very well. And take a little bit of filling and put it on the off center of your egg roll wrapper. Maybe a teaspoon of filling on each of them. And make sure it's all inside, and you fold it. Once you fold it, you fold this egg roll wrapper to make a triangle. Make sure your filling is not coming out. To the last bit of the egg roll wrapper, apply your paste again. and put it on a baking sheet. I put aluminum foil in the baking sheet for easy cleaning, and I'm going to rub it up. Just brush this up with the oil, and I'm going to bake it for 8 to 10 minutes until they get golden brown in your oven at 350 oven. Okay, we are back and our samosas are ready. It took us 11 to 12 minutes to bake all our samosas, and we turned twice, like one side once and then next side once. Now I'm going to show you little chutney to make. It's a guava cilantro chutney. Guava paste, you can buy them on your regular supermarkets in the Spanish section of it. And I got a little bit of chopped cilantro, maybe like a quarter cup of chopped cilantro. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of guava paste. If you don't find guava paste where you live, you can always use brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. It gives you the same taste, but guava gives you that ethnic feeling of it. And then you have 1 tablespoon of tamarind paste. Tamarind is a very sour fruit that comes from India and Mexico and most South America. I just put it in a water and make it into a pulp. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm just eyeballing it. That's probably a half a teaspoon of it. And just a little bit of oil, just to give you that kind of a shine that you wanted on a chutney, and a little bit of water. You blend it all together. You can also blend this on a bigger blender if you like. There you have it, your veggie and non-veggie cocktail samosas with cilantro guava dip.